Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing a channeled message from your person. There are 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Amethyst. Group 2 is the Red Jasper. And Group 3 is the Opalite. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to, I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you'd like to jump ahead. And up next is a close-up photo of the crystals to help you better make your selection. Hi, Group 1. You chose the Amethyst. So I'm going to start with some tarot and use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energies surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part or can serve as additional messages for you from your person's higher self. And then I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Sun, Six of Cups, the Hierophant, Page of Cups, Five of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Magician. I want to set the record straight with you and confess to the deep feelings that I have held inside for far too long, but it's difficult for me to find the exact words to make up for lost time and convey the meaning of clarity that I should have given you long ago. I am fearful that you will push me away because I missed out on an opportunity with you once upon a time to take the situation, the chemistry, and the potential between the two of us and actualize that into something real. So for the meantime, all I can do is simply watch you from afar and be very frustrated with myself that I am unable to turn back the hands of time and make different decisions now that I am armed with the knowledge and the wisdom of just how much you mean to me and exactly who you are as a person, which for various reasons I was too blind to recognize and accept when we were in closer proximity to one another. You have such a radiant presence, and experiences with you in the past are etched in my mind. I have tried so hard to stuff down these feelings, to extinguish the flame between the two of us, and yet it burns more intense and brighter as time goes on. I feel that I have fumbled a major blessing in my life, and I am not sure if there will be time for me to make up for all the ways in which I have created doubt and hurt within your heart, or if you are someone I am simply meant to be fixated on and watch you move forward in your life in an entirely new direction, to be taken into the arms of a person who will see your value and worth right away and will not fail in any way, shape, or form to completely make you aware of just how precious, special, unique, and valued that you are in all ways. I wish that I had known then what I know now, because I would have made so many different choices. It is an embarrassment to me to admit to myself, and certainly is something that I have not spoken aloud to others, the ways in which I allowed fear to dictate my actions as far as matters of the heart were concerned. I did not find what I was looking for in the greener pastures that I thought would hold wish fulfillment, and it was a sinking feeling to come to the awakened reality that I had left the best thing that had ever happened to me behind long ago, when I came to discover that every heart I tried to pour myself into was simply giving me emptiness in return, because wish fulfillment, the one that was specifically made for me in this lifetime and fit the fulfillment of every dream that I had had, was you. And you are someone that I had pushed away. I had denied your affections and had tried to pretend that what I held inside was not real and genuine. So I need you to know that there is a heaviness that I still carry with me as a result of not being able to settle contently in any one place in my life, because I am haunted by the recollection of what we could have shared with one another, but that now the moment has passed, and the only hope which remains is that if I am brave enough to come forth to you, we are able to resurrect some small shred of possibility and to build that into something meaningful and lasting, which perhaps was the true intention for our love story all along. I vow to you, if given the opportunity to be graced by the presence of your electric energy once more, that I will not fail to prove to you in deep and fundamental ways just how important you are to me. I not only need to ask for your forgiveness, but I need to show you the ways in which I have learned the harsh lesson of how empty my life is without your presence in it, which in many ways has caused a change of heart within me that I fear might be too little too late. And if I am lucky enough to get another opportunity to try and get things right between the two of us, I understand that the burden of proof I am expected to provide, that I am truly a changed individual and capable of meeting your needs and expectations emotionally, not just on the surface, but on a deep soul level, as you have required all along, is something that I must be diligent and consistent with. And so I am searching within my soul at this current moment in time for any tremors or weaknesses inside of me that might potentially cause me to push you away and run once more. Because when I make my way back to you, which I know will be inevitable, I want to ensure that if you look upon me with kindness and mercy, that I can consistently follow through on promises that I make to you to be different this time around, so that you do not open the doors to your heart and end up regretting and being even more hurt than you were before by my failure to remain consistent and live up to these new promises that I want to make to you. I hope that I am able to go through this process of clearing away all doubts of worthiness inside of myself in time to at least present myself as an option for you. I know that by now you must certainly be looking toward other horizons, or there have been other opportunities for you to love, and I'm hoping that there is still room in your heart for the possibility of us, because I have not forgotten you. I am very well aware that you were always my wish fulfillment, as much as I tried to doubt that within myself, and that led me to do things that caused you to question your value and worth as well. I always saw you as a treasure, and it is one of my deepest regrets that I let you slip through my fingers. So those are your messages. Let's see what else your person wants you to know. Okay, and we have, I am truly sorry. I need to make a decision. I adore you. I have never felt this way before. We are destined to be together. I am hiding my true feelings for you. We will reunite soon, and I will be reaching out soon. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your person, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. P, B, H, K, C, S, L, T, E, I, R, U, O, A, S, and M. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose the red jasper. So I'm going to start with some tarot and use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energies surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part or can serve as additional messages for you from your person's higher self. And then I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the Six of Swords, Judgment, Three of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Devil, Five of Swords, Ten of Wands, and the Fool. I recognize now that whatever path I take in life inevitably leads me back to the conclusion that I want to progress forward into the next stage and chapter of my experience here on Earth with you by my side. It has been heavy, the nature of our connection and the ways in which I am tasked to work through some blocks and perceptions of deficiency inside of myself until I feel at a point of worthiness to be able to offer you the world and to show you a vulnerable side of me that has never seen the light of day. I understand that you require reciprocal partnership, and so I am trying to keep my energy shielded from you while I am in this place of chaos and turbulence, because I don't want you to feel the instinctual need to try to rush in and rescue me. I feel that it is my duty to be able to support you during times of trouble, and in order to do that, I must learn to self-soothe in a way that is quite uncustomary for me. I hope that you do not take my silence as an indicator that I have completely detached from this situation and am disinterested in pursuing anything further with you. I feel the need to go inside and look deep within the nature of my own history as far as romance is concerned with a fine-toothed comb, so that I am able to understand and determine where it is that I fell short in acknowledging and responding to the needs of previous partners, so that I am aware of a tendency to direct my focus towards myself and stressors in the outside world, which has often led people that I am romantically involved with feeling very isolated, alone, and overlooked. I want you to be recognized, cherished, and valued, not just on the wonderful days that you are having, but on the days of difficulty as well. I don't want you to feel that you are fighting uphill battles single-handedly, or that you need to be the one to carry the weight of the connection, or work through trials and tribulations all on your own. I get so caught up in the momentum of larger goals and dreams that I am building towards that it is hard for me to enjoy the present moment and to have gratitude for delicate times until they are long since past. I want to be able to give you an impassioned sort of love that contains grand gestures and also sweet nothings that are collected and gathered and are able to be looked upon by you as evidence that I have been consistent in my caring, finding little ways to make you smile even on my busiest days. I don't want you to feel that you are competing with my career or my dreams, but that you are an equal factor in the nature of the reality that I am trying to build and maintain for myself. I want you to not feel afraid to voice if you are feeling that your needs are not being met properly. I want us to be able to be open with one another in all ways and to explore the boundaries and the thresholds of where love has disappointed us in the past so that we can each heal one another's wounds by working to create different experiences with one another than we have known as far as the nature of romance with others before. I am going back through difficulties and heartbreaks that I had experienced previously that had caused me to shut down to the positive idea that love could be an uplifting force. I recognize that I have moved through a good portion of my life with skepticism being the direction with which I was addressing matters of the heart. People needed to prove that they were different than each person before them that had disappointed me, and this simply added up to a huge accumulation of experiences where I never truly gave the situation the benefit of the doubt or allowed something to develop organically, but I tried time and again to control outcomes and to put unrealistic expectations on individuals to not only prove to be different than people that had severely disappointed me, but to also rise up onto pedestals which were unreasonable in and of themselves. And so with you, I am trying to take things organically, to learn who I am truly as a person that will allow me to see and decipher who you truly are as a person as well, so that we can meet in the middle and progress forward hand in hand without allowing the shadow of circumstances of heartbreak from either of our past to be an interference in the beauty of what I know we can build together with one another going forward into the future. I am painfully aware of the fact that I need to hurry up and express to you deeper intentions that I have as far as the long-term plans and where I see the two of us developing towards as far as a relationship is concerned. It's not fair to leave you in this situation of uncertainty, to come in blazing only to cool off and retreat into myself, which I know has put undue stress and pressure on our situation with one another. I hope that our relationship is able to survive this time of pressure because I know that on the other side we will come out stronger than ever. I am giving it my all in order to be able to allow a different version of myself to come to the surface, one that is courageous in the face of love, one that is willing to do anything to fight through obstacles, barriers, and fears so that this situation between the two of us has the best odds of triumph and success, no matter what has occurred between the two of us up to this point in time, and as something that is very different from my track record as far as love and romance are concerned. I hope to show you a different face of caring and connection than you have known before. And so it's important that I take this time inwardly to be able to cut away from everything inside of myself that has been a limitation, both in terms of what I've brought into situations and the residue of heartbreak that has been left behind by others, that up to this point in time, I was not motivated as intensely as I am now to seek to cauterize and remove from myself on a deep and thorough level. Historically, in my past, I would simply hold all of my distress within until I found something else to fixate on and move forward towards. This has resulted in an accumulation of heaviness and unprocessed wounding inside of myself that I know I owe it to me, to you, and to us to deal with bravely and honestly, and for the first time ever in many situations. Thank you for your patience during this time where I am fighting so many battles inside of myself and trying to shield you from this uncomfortable process and what at times is the manifestation of the worst face of me. I don't want to let you down or disappoint you or create any anxiety within your reality, because I only want you to be someone who is able to be uplifted and appreciated as far as romance is concerned. And the state that I am in mentally and emotionally at this particular point in time, I feel that I would only add a layer of unnecessary chaos to your reality. And so it is best that I continue along this part of my own personal path in a way that is somewhat slightly removed. I will continue to make gestures towards you, though, that let you know I am thinking of you, because you are my guiding light through this process of willing myself to walk through my own darkness in a way that I have never done before. Thank you for motivating me to become a different and better version of myself. If you had not entered my life and had presented a different sort of horizon for what the future could look like, I shudder to think at the idea that so many of the wounds I have encountered and have been victorious in dealing with would have just continued to be carried along and pulling at my strings as the years went on. So those are your messages. Let's see what else your person wants you to know. Okay, we have, it's hard for me to tell you the truth. I check up on you through social media. I know we are soulmates. I'm secretly in love with you. Can we take things slow? I'm guarded. I shouldn't have let you go. I realize now what I did was wrong. And I'm seeking advice from close family and friends. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your person, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. We've got E, X, A, F, A, R, D, O, N, B, S, Y, K, T, E, and V. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. Chose the opalite. So I'm going to start with some tarot and use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energies surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part or can serve as additional messages for you from your person's higher self. And then I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords, the Devil, Ace of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Knight of Pentacles. I am taking cautious and consistent steps towards revealing a deep truth that has been germinating inside of me. I am wanting to take a dramatic leap of faith forward in our situation with one another, to reveal to you more of the essence of who I truly am as an individual, and where I see the two of us aligning our lives more intimately in the future, so that you understand fully the nature of the person that you are involving yourself with on all levels. Because as much as I know myself deeply and thoroughly, and what I have come to know of you, I feel that we are just the right fit for one another, that we complement and balance each other out in a most intricate and amazing manner. And so it is my desire to no longer keep certain things hidden from you, but to extend trust in your direction so that you are able to make an educated decision as far as if I am the type of individual that you can feel confident placing your trust in order to build a successful and fulfilling future together in love and in life. You came into my world so unexpectedly at a time when I was not looking for love, and yet the impact that you have had upon every sector of my life is palpable and obvious. I have changed for the better thanks to the ways in which even the idea of you has lit up something inside of me that had gone dormant long ago. I thought I had evolved beyond the point of feeling the symptoms of a crush, and yet as much as we have spent time with one another, I find myself to be giddy and filled with a sense of anticipation about what you will say next, or how amazing it will feel to be even just a little bit near you for a short amount of time. I find myself bordering on obsessive thoughts at times when I am dreaming about what the future between the two of us looks like. And so it feels important to involve you in these ideas and imaginings so that we are able to ground this down into material reality, and I don't simply get lost in the essence of fantasy and wishful thinking and miss the opportunity to build with you in a practical sense in the here and now. I understand that you have been disappointed in love in the past, and I would like to show you a different type of experience in romance than you are used to. I want to take things slow, but I want to show you consistency, because I feel that that must have been something lacking in the people that you were dealing with previously. I want to help to build you beyond a point where you are feeling a need to guard your heart or to be uncertain as far as if investing your exclusive trust and faith in what we can have with one another is actually in your best interest. I understand that there are muddy footprints that are left within your soul by people who never should have had the privilege or right for even a small bit of access to your energy. And I feel that it is important for me to help you to see yourself through a different set of eyes so that you can learn to love different aspects of yourself that had been overlooked, undervalued, and sorely unappreciated in the past. Everything that I know about you, even the parts of you that you would consider flaws, I feel fit together in the perfect mosaic of who you are. And it breaks my heart to think of the fact that anyone would have had the opportunity to experience the gift that you are and would have mishandled you in even the slightest way, going on in their life and never thinking about the wreckage that had been created or the damage done by somebody as tender and sweet as you are. You are wish fulfillment in a way that I did not know that I was looking for. You are everything I feel that I need, and this has alerted me to the fact that I had only been concentrating on my wants up to this point in time. There is something inside of me which is stilled in your very presence, and this is a piece that has been elusive for me to formulate for myself prior to you coming into my reality. You are the missing ingredient that has helped so many things to fall into place. You align very deeply with aspects of myself that I have kept quiet about, and this is a reassurance that there is a deep and meaningful bond between the two of us that goes far beyond just a surface level interest in one another, but is something that could actually be the process that leads to building something enduring and beyond my wildest imaginings of what partnership with another person could be like. I feel safe in your presence, safe to be seen for exactly who I am, not to be judged or ridiculed or criticized, but simply to be accepted. And this is also something unusual. I didn't know quite how much I needed the experience of just being taken in for everything that I am and held without judgment and simply regarded in an energy of respect and acceptance. But you have helped to put an aspect of my mind and self-doubt at ease, and so for this I am eternally grateful. You have given me hope at a time in my life where my focus was directed towards other things. I thought that if love ever came along again, it would be something where I would deliberately and consciously go out and seek that I would get to a point of being so lonely it would be necessary to cultivate partnership, although I had become an adept at mastering the discipline to simply enjoy my own company, because I know the way that I can be when I get into a place of being needy or too entwined and immersed in the life of another person. And yet you have brought something into my world, into my reality, where I am encouraged to be my individual self, and yet there is a space for us to build something together between the two of us, a unity that is shared and is the culmination of things that we both are contributing. This is something that is so unusual. I have never known a love story like this, and this is by far my favorite. Already at the stage that we are at with one another, you are my favorite experience of romance. I don't compare you to anyone from my past because you are so different from anyone that I have ever known. You are the best kept secret that I keep close inside of me, and I look forward to the time where we can love each other out loud in the light of day. So those are your messages. Let's see what else your person wants you to know right now. Okay, we have, will you give me a second chance? My intentions are good and pure. I like that you are different from the rest. I blame others instead of taking responsibility. I am scared you will reject me. I'm really attracted to you. It's you I've been looking for my whole life. And I'm not happy in this situation right now. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your person, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got F, V, U, T, V, A, N, S, W, P, L, P, B, B, J, M, and O. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.